Welcome back to Internet Girls. I'm in Austin, Texas right now. I'm on a side quest, so
Yeah, that was random of you. Aren't you supposed to be moving?
yeah. You
My
know,
mom literally yesterday was like, "Oh, Tori's moving today, right?" And I was like, "Okay, lots of knowledge about Tori, but also she's in Austin, so I don't know."
so we're like in the middle of moving, but Matt has this like week off, and basically our old landlord Ginger, who we love so much and are good friends with, needed help because she's selling this property in Austin, Texas that she's owned for like 30 years. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Like this is a duplex that I'm in right now. There's an apartment down below, and then the main house is like over there, and that main house has an apartment upstairs, and the main floor is like huge. So
Why is she selling it? Sounds clutch.
I know. She just said it was costing her money to keep it these last couple of years. Like she can't get like the rent that she needs to
Mm,
justify, which is crazy because there's so many places to rent. You know what I mean? Like,
dang.
and Austin's expensive. So
Have you talked about Ginger on the podcast before?
no, I haven't.
Ginger's funny, you guys. Ginger's like obsessed with Tori and Matt. This was their landlord when they lived in Santa Barbara. I've never heard of anything like this. Like she was at one point like begging Tori to get a dog. Like
Yeah,
she's very involved in your life.
but we're also equally obsessed with her. Like she's like our mom, you know?
Oh, that's so cute. I know.
I
I love
know.
that you were just like, I'm going to Austin to see Ginger, like classic.
Just we booked the flights the night before. We did use points because honestly, Matt and I found this new points thing, Hannah. We need to do a whole episode on this because Hannah, okay, you can like, which I've heard of this before. I don't know if you've ever done this before, and maybe I'm just now catching on, but you can like transfer points between airlines and then like
Yeah.
they're like really cheap to fly.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I knew about that, but I've like never done it. Like I don't know how it works, but I've watched a bajillion TikTok videos on that.
We did that to come here, and the flights were like so cheap. So we're like, okay, let's
Oh,
do it. But anyways, we figured out how to do that, and no one talks about how to step by step do that, and it's really confusing. So I feel like we should do an episode one day where I walk you through doing it, and then we can like, that would
I
be
love
helpful
that. Or
for
maybe we should do
everyone.
like a webinar so
Yeah,
people can like join and do it themselves
yeah.
too.
Well, it'll be on YouTube.
Perfect. Yeah, that's true. Because, yeah, we're like planning a Hawaii trip right now and we booked our Airbnb, but we haven't booked flights yet. So, yeah, let's do that so I can
Yeah,
get really cheap business class flights so I don't
yeah.
have to fly coach with my 6 month old.
No, no, honestly, this is how the people are doing it. You know how you look at people online and you're like, how the hell are these people just flying first class and business class like all the time? It makes no
Yeah.
sense. This is how we figured it out.
Oh my
Like,
God. I'm obsessed.
no, and it took us a long time. Like, we were up all night, like, wait, do you do it this way, this way? Like, it's kind of confusing, but it's doable, and that's how the people are doing it. So.
Oh, I'm really excited for this tutorial.
No, I know. We weren't sure if we were gonna record a podcast episode this week because we thought about maybe like taking a week off. And if we did, I was like, no, I have to tell the people about this. Like I was like, maybe Matt and I can just deep dive into how we did
Yeah. No,
it.
you guys should, because obviously I have like zero time right now, but you and Matt should like do a deep dive episode and then I'll watch it and do everything.
No, no, no. I think it'd be better if we just did it together, you and me, and maybe he can stop me if I'm wrong
He'll
on
be in the
something.
background,
Yeah,
as he always is.
per use.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys
uh,
been to Austin before?
yes, and we love Austin, but it's been a really long time. Matt's been more recently because he went for the F1 race. Matt's like
Mm,
super into F1, like obsessed. And it's kind of a like chic thing to be into. Like,
chic. Wait, can I out you real quick?
go for
You
it.
guys, Tori was texting me yesterday about Ginger's house. And I don't even know if you realize this, Tori, but she wrote, it's on like 4 acres. But guess how Tori spelled acres?
No, I saw it had a squiggly line under it, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have.
Acher. Acre. I was cracking up.
See, See, I'm going for phonetically, you know?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's exciting though. I really want to go to Austin. I've actually never been. I've never been to Texas, which I feel like, I would go
Same.
to Austin if I was in Texas.
I wish Ginger wasn't selling her house. And guys, Ginger is like, she's like the coolest person ever because I'm not gonna out her, but she's semi-famous.
Not to out her, but also let me out her.
But I can't go into any more detail than that. But also,
Yeah.
like, it's not even about that. Like, she's the most down-to-earth person ever. Like, she's Texan. Like, she's born and raised in Austin
Oh.
area. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, that's why she has this house here. But she lives in Santa Barbara most of the time. But
A
Hannah,
dream.
we should do an Austin trip. I wish she
I'm
wasn't
down.
selling this
Yeah,
house.
I know. Let's go. Except but we could, get a hotel or an
Yeah,
Airbnb. Like we are adults.
adults with adult money. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, yeah, speaking of trips, we are doing a summer bucket list episode today, and I'm so excited. I feel like our bucket lists are going to be drastically different because of our stage in life, but I'm so excited to hear yours and
Yeah.
share what's on mine because I have been dreaming about like the first summer with my baby for like so long, and I feel like it's going to be the most magical summer.
Oh my gosh, it so is. No, I'm excited about the summer because I'm living in Maine this summer, and everyone, nothing like a Maine summer, nothing like a Maine
Oh,
summer. It's becoming
no,
like the new
seriously.
catchphrase of my life. Like
I've
also,
heard the greatest things about Portland, Maine, but like especially in the summer, like taking your boat out. And I actually don't know anything else, but that sounds awesome.
honestly, if you guys can like fit it in somehow, I mean, I know you might not be able to, but y'all should come like because I'm turning our dining room into my closet, which is huge / guest room.
That's amazing.
Well, because who's going to use a huge dining room? Not
Yeah.
Matt and I. We're never going to, like, that is a waste of space where all of my clothes could have, like, a
No, that's so
beautiful,
smart.
huge. We have this, like, one of those folding mattresses. Like, it would just be great. Yeah, so I'm going to set that up. Also, before we get started, I do have to mention if anyone is watching this, you see these things on my face. So what had happened was I used the steroid after I went to the head spa. I've explained this a million times on social media, but just if you're coming across this jump scare, I know. And for the first time in my entire life, I have acne. What the like I'm so
Oh,
pissed. Do you see did I send you pictures of like what my
yeah.
skin looks like? It is insane. Like yes, I've had like pimples here or there, but like never like this in my
Oh,
entire life.
God.
And
Is
I
it going
went
to
to
go away?
Yes. It's
Okay.
a steroid rebound effect because basically when I went to the head spa, they cleared all my plaques off of my skin. Highly recommend if you have plaque psoriasis, like go do that at that spa, but go to someone who knows what they're doing. Like I went to one that was based in Chinese medicine. So anyways, but after they did that, I was like, this is my moment because I always felt like the steroid could never reach my skin because it's like the plaques are in the way.
Yeah.
But that's the point because it's a very strong
Oh, no.
steroid.
Oh,
So
no.
I didn't know that, and I'm just dousing my whole head in this steroid.
Oh,
Like,
God,
yeah, I'm
Tori.
gonna heal myself. This is my
Oh, my
moment.
God.
So I did that and doused my entire head in it, and my scalp
Oh,
is still
girl.
clear, but
You're like, scalp's looking good, actually.
at what cost to my
Oh,
beautiful
man.
skin? Like,
That's
oh my god.
insane. But to be fair, I don't know what pimple patches you've been wearing, but they are so cute.
Thank you.
It looks like an
I
accessory.
Well, okay. Luckily, I was going to karaoke one night, which, by the way, like, I want to retract something I said last episode. I was like, maybe I wouldn't have, like, signed up for that Real Roots thing if I knew, like, I was going to be leaving. I take
Hmm.
that back. I'm obsessed with all of those girls. Like, that was such a, like, healing moment for me to, like, do that karaoke night with all of them. And I honestly feel my, like, soul soften. Like, I felt, like, kind of hardened after everything that happened to me with, like, my sickness and, like, all of that. And I just now, and even after that, just that whole moment, like, I feel a lot softer. I don't know if that makes
Oh,
sense, but it
it
was, like,
does.
a really, like, pivotal moment. Like, these girls just, like, showed up for me just to, like,
That's exactly it. I think when people show up for you and you just feel seen, there's nothing like it, especially in a friendship. Like I think it's so hard to find that when you're in your 30s And when you're married and you're like obsessed with your partner and you just
Mhm.
hang out with them a lot of the time, to have friends who like actually see you and show up for you and like do these special things for you is so special.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
love
there's
that you
some
had that.
Yeah, and there was something about just like belting out girly songs, dancing and like being silly and like screaming. Like it was just so
I'm
fun.
so
Like,
happy for you. Hang on to
thank
those
you.
friendships. And you should do Real Roots when you get to Portland because you're going to be there for like what, 9 months, 6 months?
Yeah, yeah. But now I'm like so obsessed with these girls. I'm like, no, I just want to hang out with them.
I
Like I'm so
know.
sad. But
But there
also
will
it's
be
only,
more.
yeah, and they're only 2 hours away, so it could be worse. Like they're gonna come visit. I'm gonna come down to Boston.
That's true. I keep forgetting that it's like so close. Like you could even do an hour and meet up in the middle.
Oh, so true. And you know, it's just funny because like where I'm from in Florida, like 2 hours, you might as well be like across the world. But like in big cities, that's like nothing. People commute to work, for
Yeah,
2 hours.
absolutely. I know. It's crazy.
But anyways, I wore these like really cute pimple patches for the karaoke night, and now I have on these that are more like, but I've been doing all the things to try to like clear my skin, and I might have to go to the dermatologist. Not an ideal time when you move, and like,
Oh,
how long does it
God.
take to get a dermatologist appointment? Like, I'm so pissed off, and I will never, ever, ever take my good skin for granted, ever. And I did. Hannah, Hannah, hold up. You need to take a moment and when you wake up, look at your skin in the mirror and be like, thank you. I did not do this. Maybe this
I
is why it
will.
happened.
You know what you should get? Okay, this is such a mom hack. Do you know the brand Tubby Todd?
No.
Okay, so it's like made for babies and they make like soaps and shampoos and creams and stuff, but they have this one that's like the all over ointment and it comes in this little tub. This shit is magic. I've been using it on my skin and my skin's been like really upset because I like haven't been sleeping and haven't been eating well. And it's like doing so well. When she got some like baby acne, it took it away immediately. They say it like takes away acne, it takes away eczema. Like you need to
Really?
get some of this and add it to your skincare routine.
Okay, I definitely will, adding it to the list. Because this is actually a fungus. This is
Jesus.
fungal
Girl,
acne.
you cannot catch a break.
Yeah. Well, because
Can
this is
Tori
like,
just have like 1 month where she's not like dying?
I know.
God.
I know. So
Add that
apparently,
to your summer bucket list.
no, for real. Because when you use like a harsh steroid like that, it means like everyone has these like things on their skin where it like fights funguses so you don't get acne like this. But if you use a harsh steroid, it like depletes it, and then your skin is susceptible to fungal acne, which is
Oh my
exactly
God.
this kind of acne that I have. It's not like it's like a fungus. And it spreads
Girl.
in patches and it's spread down here. Like it's so bad. But since I stopped using the steroid, Matt said it should be totally fine. And if it's not gone by the time we get back, I'll go to the dermatologist. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys if you're looking at me. I
Tori's falling apart.
and
But it's
appreciate
okay
your
because
good skin.
you're gonna be put back together.
Yeah, it'll all be okay. And I'm also on the inside healing. So,
Yeah, that's beautiful. And
yeah.
you're about to have a maiden summer, so you'll be all healed.
Yes. Okay, okay, so back to the bucket list. Sorry.
Tell us what's on your bucket list.
Okay. So I personally really want to go on a lobster boat ride and go like lobstering in Maine,
Oh, you
which
have to.
yeah, but okay, the thing is in Florida when you go lobstering, it's a little more fun because you like go down and like you get them like in the Florida Keys, like you go like snorkeling and you grab them. And in Maine, you just like go pick up the traps, you know?
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
But
Matt
then
was
you get
like,
to eat it, right?
yeah, yeah, on some of them you can like take them home with you. And I just think it'd be like a fun experience, like to go do that in Maine in the
Mhm.
summer. So that's
That
like,
sounds very mean. I could
yeah.
see you like sitting in your little like cute bikini with all your pimple patches on your face, like eating a lobster roll.
Yeah, maybe I'll get ones shaped like lobsters next time. If this doesn't go away by then.
Oh, you're such an icon. Wait, I love that for you.
Okay, what's your first one?
Okay, well, I kind of mentioned it, but we really wanted to take Charlie to Hawaii. And so we just planned that trip. We're not going to like late August, which is our favorite time to go because a lot of the kids are like back at school by then. So it's a lot chiller. But we're going to Kauai for like almost 2 weeks. And we have like this beautiful Airbnb, and I'm just so excited. I'm going to swim with her like all day, every day. And we're going to eat yummy food and piddle around. And I'm just
Oh,
like so excited for that.
the freaking dream. Your first like family vacay. Is your whole family going or just you guys?
Yeah, so the whole family's going. We're having like a little overlap, but we are trying to like set the boundary that like this is going to be still our family vacation, like the three of us. So we're going to have a little overlap where we get to hang out with all of them and like do fun stuff with Charlie. And my parents are going to babysit for like a couple days, not days, but like, they'll be around to help us out. And then it'll just be us for like a week. So I think it's going to be like the perfect mix of family and then just our little family.
Oh, so you're gonna do separate Airbnbs the whole
Yes.
time? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. There was this restaurant we went to in Kauai. I told you guys about it. It's called Bar Akuta. And it was like honestly the best dining experience I've had in my life. Like every dish was perfect. The service was incredible. They are just 10 out of 10. So we're planning to go there. It's like really hard to get in though. So wish me luck on getting a reservation because they don't open up until 30 days prior. So I'm going to be on there like refreshing because that was so good. And whenever you guys go to Hawaii, you have to go there.
I know, definitely. Matt is just talking about he's about to apply for his Hawaii license because after this contract, we're gonna do Hawaii.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll go back and see you guys.
Have to,
A
you
hundred
have to.
percent. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're planning to be
So
in Hawaii
exciting.
for 9 months, so it'll
Ooh.
be, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God, I'm so jealous. I want to live there. I feel like that would be the perfect amount of time to live there too.
yeah.
Although I might never leave.
I'm so excited for you, though. That sounds like incredible. When do you
I
leave?
can't wait. End of August.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect
So she'll
time.
be 6 months. And from everything I've heard, 6 months is like the best time to travel with a baby because they can like sit up on their own and they can eat real food, but they can't like really crawl yet. They can't walk yet. So it sounds like a good time. I'm hopeful.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be so good. And also, like, I think August in California gets kind of hot, you know? So
Yeah.
you'll be like perfect time to like,
Be in
go
the
out of town.
ocean. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
excited.
perfect. Okay. Mine is I want to go bike riding on Nantucket because, and me and my friends that I met in Salem, they have already planned to do this because my friend has a house that's like near Cape Cod. And so they plan to do a day trip out to Nantucket and like go bike riding and just do a whole
Oh,
Nantucket day. And so
cute.
I'm gonna go do that with them this summer. And because I made this a bucket list with them actually when I said bye to
Oh.
them before I left. So
Oh my God, that's so cute. And then I was like, let's do a bucket list episode. So that's so perfect.
I know it was like perfect. I was like, I already have like half of it done, so that was
Oh, that's
perfect.
awesome. Oh my God, that sounds
Yeah.
so fun. Okay, next on mine, so I live in San Leandro, which is known as like the cherry city. And so every June they have a cherry festival. And this year will be Charlie's first cherry festival. She'll be like 3 months. And I'm so excited to like I need to get like a cherry outfit for her. I want to dress her up. I want a cherry outfit for me. I want to match. And then I want to go. She won't be able to eat cherries yet, unfortunately. But I will eat a shit ton. And it's just like such a fun day. There's like a ton of like little like local vendors that sell stuff. There's like a farmer's market so you can get all your cherries. And then there's
Oh
like all
my
this food and music. And it's just like a huge festival. There's a parade. It's
What?
like
How
the
amazing.
cutest thing ever that they do. I
Oh my
love it.
gosh. You should get those cherry earrings. Have you seen them from Anthropologie? They
Ooh,
might
I
have
think
them
I
on
know
Amazon.
exactly. Oh my
They
God.
might have,
And an excuse to get one of those little beaded bags that have cherries on it.
oh my gosh, perfect.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah, find me like the cutest baby cherry outfit and I will buy it because girl needs to be living her cherry life.
100%. Okay. Oh my gosh, you can make that a tradition where like
Oh
you guys
yeah.
dress in cherry.
Isn't that so
That's so
cute?
cute.
Like
I'm gonna
I
die.
remember it's so funny because last year when we went, it was like right before I got pregnant. And I remember being like, oh my God, I would like die to do this with my own kid. Like it's gonna be so fun to take them here every year. And now we're like about to go celebrate the cherry festival with Charlie. And I'm like, oh my God, my dream's coming
Oh,
true. So that's like actually number one on my bucket list.
that is so cute. Okay, I'm on it. I'm gonna be looking for cherry kid matching
Yes.
outfits.
I
Oh,
know.
I love that. Speaking of that and earrings, are you gonna get her ears pierced soon? Because that way she won't ever remember it and they'll just be done.
No. So actually, I know this is like a cultural thing for a lot of people to get their baby's ears pierced, but I've heard that you really shouldn't because their ears grow. And then like sometimes their piercings can be like in such weird areas on their ears.
Oh
So
yeah.
definitely not. We'll probably do that when she's like 10 or something,
Oh,
but
I see.
I she has to be brave. Like I did it. I was brave.
See,
It's her turn.
okay, it's so funny you say that because I got my ears pierced when I was like 6 and I cried for like 10 hours afterwards.
What? Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
ow. I'd forget about it and then I start crying again. Like,
Jeez, girl. I remember I didn't even feel it. Like, I was like, all right, go. And they were like, oh, we're done.
oh, that's hilarious. So I was like, so because of that traumatic experience, I've been like, if I have a kid, I'm going to get their ears pierced when they can't remember it. But that makes a lot of sense, like, because as they grow and their
Yeah, their
holes
ears grow.
get
Yeah.
in weird
I
spots.
know. I saw this piercer was like, don't do it. Like, I get that it's cultural for a lot of people. Like, I get it. But also, like, if it's just an option for you, like, don't do it.
Yeah. No, see, mine, it wouldn't be like a cultural thing. It would be like, oh, that way you don't have to like remember. It doesn't have to be this trying to save you from the trauma. But yeah,
Okay,
you're
but
right.
hearing your baby cry, like, we're about to get her vaccines. I'm going to die. Her crying, it's like the saddest thing because there's like baby crying and then there's like she's in pain crying. There have been a couple times when I'm like putting her down on her changing mat and her head goes a little too hard or something and she just
Yeah.
screams and it's so sad and I'm just like, my baby.
You're like, oh no. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so no to the baby piercing. I get it
Yeah,
now. I won't do that. I changed my mind.
I mean, up to you.
My next one is Matt and I are going to do a European summer trip this year, but we're going to go at the very end of summer because, Hannah and I are
Yeah,
the same in this way that we are
off season.
off-season travelers,
Mhm.
especially in Europe. Like you want to go in the off-season. So we're going to go at the end of August.
Such a good time to go.
Yeah, we're going to do the south of France for a week.
Oh, exciting.
I'm excited. In
Oh my
between,
god.
because we always like to go on these trips in between, like when he re-signs a contract, because it's just like easier that way. So we're planning on that, and I am
Oh,
stoked. We're about to buy our plane tickets. As soon as he like re-signs, we're gonna do that.
oh my god, that's so exciting. So no Iceland. Wait, great. Where were you gonna go?
Well,
Iceland.
we already
No.
went to ice.
Wait, you
Okay,
got
Switzerland.
Switzerland. I was
Yeah,
like, it's one of those cold places.
yeah. We we got our dollar bills back. Well, we didn't get our dollar
Good.
bills back
Oh.
actually. We had to pay $200 to get a flight voucher, so that sucked.
Uh,
But we just had to do it. We just had to bite the
yeah.
$400 total and it just was better.
It's gonna be so freaking magical. I can't wait to see all your pictures.
Yeah, I'm so excited because I think when we do our big like Europe trip, we were planning on doing like a month in France and a month in Italy, but I think we're gonna do a month in Italy and a month in Greece instead.
Yes.
And that way we'll just do the south of France this trip.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. Oh, so fun. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, on my bucket list, there's just like a ton of little like day trips I want to take with Charlie. Like, I really want to take her to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is where I went to college. So I want to like take her on John and my like first date again. Like, we just talked about it too on the
Aw.
podcast, like not that long ago, but I want to like replicate the whole date with her and take her to the beach there and take her to John's family there and just like, I don't know. I would love to do like a weekend trip to Santa Cruz, day trips to Sonoma. I want to go to like the aquarium, which is down in Monterey, or the zoo, which is right here. Just like so many little day trips with her. She like thrives on day trips, but I can't wait till she's like a little bit more awake and she can see more. Because I
Yeah.
think we should wait to do some of these until she's like, like 6 months. Like she's like, oh, looking around. And,
Hmm.
but yeah, so many fun day trips in the Bay.
Oh yeah, that's such a good place for day trips too.
It's the
Like,
best.
so I know I already said a boat ride, but I really want to do like a sunset sail on a sailboat.
Mm. Oh, on
Like
like a
on,
really warm day.
yeah, like have a glass of Sauvignon Blanc,
Oh,
on
that's
a
so good.
sailboat. Like that is
I
something
love that.
I need that to happen this summer at some
You
point.
do. You absolutely do. That actually, yeah, I want to do that, but maybe not on a boat. But we just, oh my God, John and I just got these little like wine tumblers. And because I'm in my wine era again, which I like wasn't really drinking a lot before I got pregnant. And then I couldn't have alcohol. And now I'm like, oh my God, Sauvignon Blanc, yum. So we just got these little wine tumblers and we want to like do wine walks with Charlie, like take her around the neighborhood, drink our wine on like a sunny day, or take them to the swim and tennis club and like be with her in the water, like drinking our wine, just like basically
Oh,
going anywhere and just drinking
fun.
wine.
Drinking wine this summer. It's a wine summer. I love
It's a
that.
wine summer. Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Okay, something else I really want to do this summer is I want to learn how to shuck my own oyster. Not that I want to
Cool.
like be an oyster shucker or have to like physically do that. Like Matt
Yeah,
can
just
shuck
do
my
it once.
oysters. I just exactly. I want to do it once to say like I do it.
Oh my God, I love
Maybe
it.
if I'm feeling crazy, I could shuck a couple of them. But like
Whoa.
yeah,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah.
Hold your
Look at
horses, Tori. You're insane.
I know. Look at me doing a man's job.
You're so funny. Oh, so we just planted strawberries and we decided. So last year we did like one pot of strawberries and this year we did an entire planter bed. So I've graduated from one strawberry plant to 12.
Oh my
So we're going to
gosh.
have like a shit ton of strawberries. And this was also like before I gave birth, my doula was like, what are some like visual things that you want to picture to like help you get through this? And I was like, I want to picture planting strawberries in my backyard and then Charlie like eating them when she's like old enough to have solids. And so now the
Oh.
strawberries are planted and in a couple months, hopefully we'll be like mashing one up for her and like letting her try it and it'll be like homegrown.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you're one step closer to making like Meghan Markle jam, you know?
Oh, okay, right. I'm about to make my preserves. No, I'm for sure going to be Meghan Markle. Like, I want to have crudité every day. I want to make my own preserves for all my friends from my garden. Like,
Mhm.
I may not have Meghan Markle money, but I have Meghan Markle thoughts.
Hey, you have the essence, and that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
I have the desire to be that.
I feel like you will be that. You will be that. And
Oh, man.
one day we will have Meghan Markle money. Let's not sell ourselves short.
That's I mean, she does come from the royal family, so maybe we won't have like that level of money, but we will be on our
Um,
way.
yeah, we'll be able to look at it at least. We'll be like,
Yeah,
it's right there.
it's right there.
Okay, so something about Portland, which I don't know if you know this, and this is Portland, Maine, guys, remember. It has these islands off the coast, and they're like, everyone goes to them, like their day trip, and there's like a ferry that takes you there, and I can literally walk to that ferry from my house. And so there's like a few islands, and so I want to like go, everyone does these like main island trips, and like they're on these islands, it's just like, there's a couple of shacks with like that sell lobster rolls and like
Oh,
have a little like shops and like you go to the beach. You know what I mean?
oh
It's
my
very
God.
like New England island vibes. There's like lighthouses on them, like that. So I'm planning on going to all those islands. There's only like three, but like I said, I can walk to the ferry and the ferry's like $15 or something, like so cheap.
Oh,
Like spending
I
all
want to
day
come
out
visit
there.
so bad.
Please do. Y'all should just come. Like bring the fam.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, that sounds amazing. I'm just like dying to experience New England too because I've like never experienced it, and I feel like a Portland, Maine summer, like it has
Mhm.
to be done.
Yeah. No, for real. Think about it would be so fun. It's such a vibe. Like it's such a specific thing. Like kind of
Yeah.
like how the PNW, like the Pacific Northwest is such a
Mm.
specific thing, like New England is such a specific thing, which I find that so like fascinating how they're both like on the exact opposite ends of the country and they're both
Mm.
so like, you know, what is the word for something being like having its own characteristics. Like they're both so much that like sometimes you could go to like a town maybe in like mm, Ohio and go to a town in like Missouri, and it would be like, what's the difference,
Yeah.
But if you go to like the
Yeah.
P&W,
It's
no
so like
mistake.
uniquely PNW.
Yeah, and the New England, it's like very New England. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
I
know what
just
you mean.
I love when things are so like themselves like that. If
That's
that
so
makes
cute.
sense.
It does make sense. Oh my gosh, another thing we really want to do, we were just talking about this because do you know the Greek theater at Berkeley?
No, but it sounds very prestigious.
Oh, it's like, so basically this big like outdoor, it's almost like Red Rocks, but it's in Berkeley. And so it's very like you
Hmm.
can like sit on the grass, have a glass of wine, like very casual. Like I really like to do like the GA there because it's just like, literally picnic vibes and then you get to watch a show. So they just released their like whole summer schedule. So John and I were saying it could be super fun to go either like just us and get a sitter or take Charlie and do those like little baby headphones and just like
Yeah.
sit on the grass with her and she can crawl around and like they just have such a good lineup. So
Oh my
that's
God.
also on my bucket list.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I picture you guys like out there with snacks, drinking a glass of wine with
Right?
her little baby headphones on and like sunglasses and
It's like the
what
perfect place for that.
Santa Barbara has a similar setup like that. It's
Oh
called the Santa
yeah.
Barbara Bowl, but there's not really a grassy area, but it's like very much like Red Rock vibes. But so what is there a different like who would you want to see of the lineup the most of like that you've
Well, okay, unfortunately, the people I do want to see the most, it's Empire of the Sun. They're coming in May, which might be a little soon to like take her, but maybe we could just like go and my mom could watch her. Do you know Lord Huron?
Take me
Yeah,
back to
to the
the
night we met.
night we
Yeah,
met.
so Lord Huron is like a big part of John and our relationship because when we first met back in Santa Cruz, he like loved Lord Huron and he would play it all the time. And he one day was like, you gotta sit down with me and like watch like this series of YouTube video or like music videos that Lord Huron put out. And so I remember being like, I just want to make out, but I like this is like a long thing, Like I was like sitting there. He was so into it. He was like, watch this. And it is literally like all these music videos that kind of go together to tell a story that Lord
Oh.
Huron did. This was like 10 years ago. But I remember being like, this is pretty dope. And that was like a big part of our relationship. And I always think of him when I think of Lord Huron. So it'd be really fun to go and see that show live.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. When is that?
October. I might buy tickets. I'm going to get tickets. Yeah, you guys should come.
I want to go, but I don't want to crash your like romantic night if you're
No, it'll be so
trying
fun. You
to.
guys can come. Charlie will come. We'll have like a big like picnic blanket. Like it'll be so fun.
Oh my God, that would be such a blast.
Yeah,
Take me
I love the
back.
Greek. You would love it. I saw Bon Iver there when I was like 16. Before Bon Iver was like a big deal, and I can't believe they blew up. Justin Vernon, my love, saw him live. I cried. It was a life-changing show, so I really need to get back to the Greek.
Oh my gosh, I would love to see him live. Like that's a bucket list for me is Bon Iver or Bon
Oh my
Iver,
god,
however you say.
Bon Iver. Yeah, like what a good show. And I mean, I haven't seen him in freaking since I was 16. Yeah, that was like half my life ago. But it was so
I'll,
good.
I'll, Also, next time I come in town, which hopefully I can come to this show, but I need John to sit us all down and I want to go through the music videos because I didn't know
Yes.
that they lead into each other like that. And I'm a huge, so is Matt. Matt loves Lord Heron. So,
Oh, we should absolutely do that. Yeah,
yeah,
it's really cool. I mean, I haven't seen it in like 10 years, so it'd be really fun to watch it again.
I feel like that's like very special, that bucket list item. But this one, okay. So there is this restaurant in Boston called Salty Girl, and it's one of my favorite restaurants. It's like you feel like you're in Europe on a summer day out there because they have
Oh,
this like patio and they have like a bunch of like tin fish. Honestly, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I don't know if you could eat anything there. Like, I don't know if they have
yeah.
anything that's not
If you don't eat
seafood.
seafood, damn.
Yeah, yeah. But they have lobster rolls, which you wanted to
I would
try.
try a lobster roll.
Yeah. But do you like soft shell crab at all?
No, I don't eat any seafood.
I know, but then anyways, so they have like a really good, but they also have like good cheese boards and stuff. So they have
Oh,
like, it's
okay.
just like,
I'm in.
Yeah, so it's just like a vibe. Like you sit out there, you get like a bunch of like accoutrements, order like a spritz or something. They have really great cocktails. And you feel like and it's on like a busy street where everyone's walking around in the
Oh,
heart of Boston on Newbury Street. And so my ideal day is I want to go have lunch there at Salty Girl, have oysters, and then I want to go straight from there to Contessa, which is like right across the street, and you can do cocktails on the roof at Contessa, and it overlooks Boston, and they have like great, great cocktails and
oh,
also amazing pasta. But I wouldn't eat the pasta because
girl.
I had just eaten, even though
Because I just, you are speaking my language. We would thrive if we lived close to each other because we just like to do the same things.
I know we've just been everyday thriving. It would be so great.
Mm, waiting for
But
you to move here.
and honestly, there's a high possibility that I might move to the Bay Area for at least a little bit. So yeah.
That would be insane. I would be so happy. Last thing on my list is just like varying afternoons with Miss C. Like, I really want to go have a picnic at the park that's like down the street because there's a bunch of grass there, take the dogs. I want to like take naps with her out on our day bed in the backyard while John's like working on stuff out in the back because we have a lot more plans for the backyard this year. Just like take little snoozes by the pool at the club, like just go everywhere in the afternoon with Charlie.
Oh, I love that.
It'd be so
Just
fun.
that sounds like
Just
so
have a
much fun.
bestie. Like, I'm just so excited to have
Yeah.
like a little bestie. She's not there yet, she's still a potato. She's almost 2 months, but like I've heard that 3 is when they really start to show a little bit more personality. So I'm like, okay, once we hit 3 months, it's gonna be summer. We're gonna have our stride. Like, we're gonna have the best little summer, me and my mini. I can't wait.
Yeah. 100%.
Since you wouldn't
Um
move here, I had to make one. Make my own
Force her to hang
friend.
out with me.
Yeah.
Next one is there's a new caviar place that just opened up. Have you know the girl on TikTok who's like her family owns the caviar business and she's always trying like caviar on different
No,
like
I haven't
things.
come across her.
Yeah, she's great. She's like well, she's probably like my age, maybe a little older actually. Or I'm telling myself that. No, you know what? You when you get to be like my age, what you start doing is you start Googling people, and if they're like older than you, you're like, oh, thank God. You
I know. I feel like everyone's younger than us now. Like,
I know.
how did
I
that
hate that.
happen? I hate
Uh,
that.
uh. But anyways, so the caviar place, they have one in New York City. So they just opened one in Boston, and I really want to go.
Ooh, okay, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
I'm scared of caviar, but I like rich things, so I bet I would like it.
Yeah, you would like the vibes, if anything. So
Yeah,
go for the
I'm
vibes.
a vibe girl. I mean, my only other one is I just really want to go to the farmers market every week, which, yeah, it's every like Wednesday night, and it's like such a vibe, and there's kids running around, and people are like blowing bubbles and playing music, and so that's like high up on my list as well.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like fun. With a kid to go to the farmer's market.
I
I
know. I
kind
feel like I'm just like open to all these like new places now that I have a kid. I'm like accepted.
of, you're like,
Even the
hey,
farmers
I
market.
belong. I
Yeah,
belong,
exactly.
especially. This place is for me. I also really want to go to Acadia National Park, which is in
Oh yeah. Oh
Maine
my God, yes. We
and
were
Bar
looking into
Harbor.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. Cuz okay, do you know we like planned a whole New England trip and then we just never went on it cuz we were like,
No.
"Oh, it's just too expensive for," and we like didn't have enough time off and stuff. So like I know about all these places cuz I planned it, but it never
Yeah.
happened. So it has to happen.
Yeah, y'all have to come. And y'all can stay with us in Maine. So
You want a baby
uh,
staying with you?
I don't care. We just have to work it around Matt's sleep schedule. That's the only hurdle since he works nights now. Sometimes he has really long stretches of days off because now he's only working 3 days in a week. Thank God.
Oh, good.
Never again do I ever want him to work 4 days. I also really want to pick blueberries in Maine, which I did last summer, and they're
Oh
really
my God.
small. They're like tiny. They're not like normal size blueberries like you and I think of a blueberry, but they're
Uh-huh.
so sweet and good. I love them.
That sounds so magical.
Okay, then I want to do like a sunset picnic on a lake with a lighthouse view.
Oh my God, this is so
That sounds
magical.
great. And okay, this one I can either do on its own or with the sunset lake thing, or the one I just mentioned. I want to have a beach bonfire so bad because they're so common on like the West Coast. Like we used to do them all the time when we lived in California, when we lived in the PNW and Seattle, all of that. But like
Mm.
no one does them on the East Coast, but you can find places. So in Maine, I feel like there's beaches that we could do one at, and so I really want to have a beach bonfire. And if I could lump that with like the picnic, like how cool would that be?
That sounds so
Uh,
magical.
there's also this rhubarb vineyard that's in Maine, like, and they make wine out of like rhubarb, and supposedly it's like incredible. My favorite wine shop that's in that the third best somm in the world. I've told you about that wine shop, haven't I?
I think so.
Yeah, it's in Cambridge, but this guy's like the third best somm in the world. He's French, but he like
Wow.
retired. Yeah, he retired like when the pandemic happened, sold all of his restaurants. He still has an apartment in like the best area in Paris, and he goes back and forth to Paris all the time. And anyways, he was like, oh, I retired, wanted to open a wine shop, but it's the most special wine shop because he's so knowledgeable that you walk in there and he's
Oh,
like, what's your price point and like what are you having to eat? And he will give
oh
you
my God.
the best. So, and he has the best, most like fun, eclectic, coolest selection too. But
Oh
he
my
was
God, I
like,
need that.
and he's like, this winery, she doesn't distribute her wine, and I really want it, but please, you have to go there because I went and like saw him recently. But anyway, so I want to go to that vineyard, which they have a tasting room too in Portland, Maine. So I'm sure I'll go there first. But another
Oh,
thing, I
so
want to go.
sad.
I'm so excited, but I want to go to Philly because I've never visited like this summer. I want to do just like a quick trip to Philly. Flights are like an hour, or we could drive, you know? And then I
Go see
also want to,
Kat.
yeah, I would definitely
That'd be
see if
so
she's
fun.
available for a hang. And I've heard such good things about Philly. And then I also would love to do Quebec this summer because it's right there.
Mm.
We could drive. It's like 2 hours
It
or
looks
something.
so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very like Europe vibes too, you know?
Wait, I'm so excited for your summer. I'm like, my bucket list is so like mom, but yours, it sounds so magical. I mean, they both sound great, but like, I'm so
Yeah,
excited for you.
yours sounds really magical too. And the last one is Maine is like really known for breweries, and but all their breweries are like, not all of them, but a lot of them are very close together. Like you just get dropped off in this one area of town and you can just like go to all the breweries. So I want to do that. Have
Oh,
like a brewery day. And I don't even
hell
like
yeah.
beer, but it just like I would do it for the day, you know?
Have you had a good sour?
Sours are my favorite. You know
Yeah.
me.
Okay, yes. Because I'm not like a big beer person either, but a sour I will fuck with.
Yeah, we have similar taste buds because we have good
We
taste. So,
That's right. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, you have to keep us updated as you do all of these things. That would be such a fun TikTok series. Like, check off my summer bucket list with me.
oh my gosh, I should do that.
Do
We should
it.
do it too. We should
Yes,
do it together,
absolutely. Yeah,
and we
I'm
can
so
also
down.
promote the podcast. We can be like, we just did a summer bucket list episode on the podcast.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yeah, I feel like our summers are just going to be like the most magical ever. Like, this is going to be just the greatest summer of my life. I can feel it, except for next summer, which will then be the greatest summer of my life because she'll be running around and I just can't wait.
It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited.
I'm
I'm
so
feeling
excited.
all the good vibes, and I don't think I've felt this like happy in a really long time. So
Oh,
I feel
Tori.
like I'm like finally healing from like everything that's
Yeah,
happened to me in the past like couple of years, and it just
good.
feels really good. Yeah.
I'm so glad. I think the sun's starting to come out and the summer vibes, it just like helps me.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a summer
definitely.
girl. Oh.
Me too.
Well, you guys, tell us what's on your summer bucket list because I feel like everyone's is so different. And I also want inspiration for more things to do all summer because we're just going to be here thriving, living, sliving. So tell us on Instagram or wherever what's on your bucket list. And don't forget to rate and subscribe because we deserve it.
Yeah. Please, please give us a rating. Please. We need another one. Every time one comes through, we treat it like a celebration. We're like, oh my God.
I know it's been a while. So if you're listening to this, go review our podcast and we'll love you forever.
Yes, please. It makes our day. If you want to make our day right now, that's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do. Because we just do this for fun, but we love being with you guys every Monday. And I'm so excited for a magical summer of more internet girls. Hopefully, Tori and I get to actually see each other in person again because it's been too long.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, make sure you follow us. We are Handily Lifestyle, Tori Sunshine, and Internet Girls Pod. That's girls with a Z. Follow Tori for all her pimple patch drama. I'm waiting for you to get a lobster one. But yeah, so happy to be here